Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Ruh-roh.
It's a little hot and wet.
I think you pushed a little coolant off the hood. Nothing to see here.
Don't worry about it. You're moving. Keep you your mask on.
No!
Oh, yeah, blew a head gasket. There he goes.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Hey there, Cleo. What are you doing? She's getting so big. She's 5 months old, already 55 pounds. But anyway, I'm excited because today we're getting the truck ready because tomorrow we're going drag racing. Really, there's not much to do to the truck. We just got to go through. I want to go through the suspension, make sure the everything's tight. I got to adjust the steering wheel. I don't want to repeat of last time. If you guys remember, we had a bit of a death wobble issue. So I definitely don't want that again. Outside of that, we'll just do a general health check of the engine. We got about 500 miles on the fresh 5.9. We'll check the valve latch and maybe do a hot retorque and check oil, you know, the normal things like that. Outside of that, we got a little bit of work we got to do on the transmission, but I'll show you guys that once we get to it. But I'm excited because we'll be able to test out this new setup that on paper should be making 700 horse. Obviously, we don't know. We'll know a little more tomorrow. We can do a track calculation, but all right, guys, that's enough talking. There ain't nothing to it but to do it, so let's get into it. Alright, so the reason why we're pulling the valve body out of the transmission is because when I originally did the, oh man, it fell, the full manual valve body swap, this is the Randy Stage 4. It originally came with a regular valve body, then I swapped it to a Muldoon's full manual valve body, but I did not do the modification to the direct clutch orifice. As you guys can see. So I got this little brass fitting from Muldoon's themselves, and I got to put it in the transmission case, and what it does is just slowing down the shift of the 2-3 shift, basically slowing down how fast the directs are going to apply before the second gear band can come off. And you can also see we got to do a little bit of an adjustment on the second gear band, but yeah, so with the full manual valve body, the shift can happen so quick that the directs will apply faster than the band can let go. So you get a bit of a bind up, which is, I've noticed I had. So we're gonna go ahead and address that real quick with this. Slam it in the orifice and then we'll get the valve body back on. Happy with how the fluid looks, so we'll just reuse that and get her back on the road. All right, so that's all there is to it. I just had to wanted to make sure you get that in below the surface so you don't mess up your sealing surface. And you see, and I just double check, make sure, just because, you know, sometimes manuals could be wrong, but that is our direct apply orifice. And as you see, I dropped one here in the bucket. That's why I buy two of everything, especially when it's cheap like that. So I'll get the other one sourced out so I have a spare for next time. But yeah, now we're just gonna go ahead, get this valve body put back in, fluid in, and adjust the second gear band. Like I said, just quite a bit of play, kind of not too good, but you know, whatever. I think I might have forgotten to adjust that before, so my bad, but no biggie. We'll get it together, and I bet you she's gonna shift so much better. All right, so my phone died. We got the valve body installed, fluid filled up, got it all hot. Don't have the time to pull the valve cover and everything tonight. So what I did was I got all my tools ready. So first thing in the morning, when I get to work, I'll just throw this thing right there and knock out the hot retorque and let it cool down. We'll do the valve lash adjustment. Suspension was all good. Everything else looked good. So we should be ready for tomorrow. We just got to make a bracket for the S&B filter housing. But other than that, I will see y'all tomorrow. All right, old girl's all ready to go. Ash got me hooked up with a bracket for, you guys can kind of see it. I'll show you guys later, but good bracket for our S&B, and we got the valve lash done. I didn't bother showing you guys because we've done it quite a number of times here, and I don't want this just to be the head retorque and valve lash Cummins channel. So yeah, I'm pumped. We got about 2 hours to go before race time, and we'll see what this little power plant can do. Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Ruh-roh.
It's a little hot and wet.
I think you pushed a little coolant off the hood. Nothing to see here.
Don't worry about it. You're moving. Keep your mask on.
No!
Yeah, blew a head gasket. There he goes.
Well, we knew she was on her way out.
And that's
What do you think?
That's alright. She's got a little hot.
Got a little hot. 6-0 life.
Fucked it up.
What the hell, Gabe?
You sent her a little too hard, bud.
Oh yeah. I was just in a moment.
Dude, you're leaking.
I know, just a...
And we're back up and running. Hey, you want to do another burnout?
That's how it goes. Hey, she never lets me down. 6 bucks, right? 6 bucks.
All right, guys, we made it out here. We're at the track. We got the truck. We got Gabe. We got Trevor. And as you guys can see, we got the festivities started already. But don't worry, even though we had a bit of a coolant leak, a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Little bit.
She was crying. That's what
She
it
was, yeah, just little.
excited.
She was sweating horsepower,
That's right.
She was sweating horsepower. But she's all good. She started right up. We've known that thing needs head gasket, so we'll address that later. But for now, we're here to send it. So for those of you that are new here, this is my 06 Dodge Ram Mega Cab 2500 4-wheel drive. Right now, it's sporting a somewhat built 5.9 Cummins, just stock rod, stock cast pistons, ARP hardware throughout. We got a Tater-built 67 turbo. We got Dynamite diesel 45% overs. We got a Dynamite diesel 12 mil CP3. And we got a Fast 260 underneath. We got a Randy Stage 4 transmission. We got some sweet tires. We got some awesome suspension. But yeah, so tonight's gonna be kind of interesting because we're down on horsepower from last time, because before we came here we had the big motor, the big 6.7 with the big compounds. However, I feel we are in a much better position as far as suspension goes. We're running the cow tracks instead of the traction bars. We also got some of the steering issues figured out from last time as far as the depth wobble, things like that. And also we're running a much better tire this time. We got the Nitto 555R2s. These things just hook and book, let me tell you what. But yeah, we got the data logger hooked up. No nitrous tonight. You guys can see it's just all capped off. I'm trying to save, this is just a towing motor, so we're not trying to send it too hard, but yeah, let's see what she does. We got to go into tech and get her ready, air down the tires, and let's see what she does. What do you guys think? What do you think she's gonna run? Guesses.
I think she's gonna do
Wrong. What about you?
11.9.
11.9.
12.8. 12.8. Try again. All right.
That's disrespectful.
Maybe 11.2.
Interesting.
My guesses are horrible.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. So if you guys remember last time, we ran a 11.16 on the big motor. And probably about 1,000 horse tune. This one on paper should be right around 650, 700. So be kind of a cool comparison, but much better steering setup, much better suspension setup, better tires. So, you know, down on horsepower, but more on suspension and whatnot. So let's get her going. All right, we're all teched in. We're in the line. Probably about 3 minutes to go, and we will be running down the track. I'll get you guys set up on the seat. Hopefully it doesn't fall off again this time, and hopefully I actually hit record. But yeah, super stoked, and let's see what she does. We're single. We got a solo run, boys. That felt good. That felt good. If only I didn't downshift at a 4th to 3rd locked at over 100 miles an hour, but you know, you live and you learn. Let's see what we ran. Woo! That felt good. Thank you. All right, boys, so we ran a 12.206 at 112. So we're getting very close to what I'm looking to get. my goal here is to get somewhere in the 11. So I think we can improve our 60 foot a little better, and we got to let that first gear ride out just a hair longer, and I think we'll get there. So let the truck cool down and assess, and we'll go from there. So running through the data after that last run, looks like we held fuel pressure real good. So we'll let her cool down a little bit, get a little bit of rest, let the night cool down, because it's still 95 degrees out. So, but yeah, here's the time slip. We did a 1796 60 foot, and we did 7.8 in the 8th mile, and yeah, 12.2 at 112. So I think we can improve a little bit. I'm gonna try a little bit of a harder launch this time, and I do need to let first gear run out just a little bit longer. I seem to either have the problem of shifting too short or shifting too late, so this time I'll give it a little more RPM. The biggest problem is I don't have a working tack. I need to get that fixed. This is really hurting me right now because I do not know where I'm shifting at. I'm just doing it kind of by ear and feel. So yeah, but anyways guys, I'm happy with that result. I mean, 12.206 at 112 miles an hour out of a, let's see, you guys remember, this is a 7,700 pound truck with me in it and a dog, so discount about 50 pounds there. So right at 7,700 pounds loaded. Granted, that was with the compound, so you know, a couple pounds give or take, but I'm happy with that. So we'll see you for round 2. All right, we're back in line, run 2. Huge thanks to my boy Peterson letting me borrow the his Edge CTS3 wiring, because I had the Edge here but I don't have the wiring. So now I actually have a tack. You guys could see from that first video I horribly short shifted into second gear right out of the gate, I think even before the 60 foot. So I expect this run to go a whole lot better. We'll launch a little harder. I'm going to try to hit it around right about 25 psi of boost right off the line, and we'll see how that does, and we'll actually be able to watch when we need a shift. So
in the bed.
is it dripping right under the bed?
Yeah, it's right at the back of the bed. It's got something running out.
Is it the hose, the breather hose underneath?
Let me check. It's running out of the bed.
Really?
It's running right out of the gate.
Let me pull out.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know what it is.
I'll look. All right, guys, so you seen had a little bit of a mishap there. Had some bags of ice in the bed. Somebody put some ice bags in there, and I got booted off the track there for a second because of the obviously liquid on the track. So got that sorted and we were able to run right away. So huge thanks to the guys here at LVMS and my boy Kenny for helping me out. But anyway, you guys can see I left quite a bit harder this time. I went for about 25 pounds of boost, and in this case is where, you know, sometimes going harder isn't always faster. As you can see too, that CTS3 really didn't help as it went flying back, so I got to find a way to secure it. My suction cup mount is just shot, so I need to figure something out. But yeah, we'll let the truck cool off. Like I said, the night's getting a little cooler. Hopefully we can dip down in the 80s. I'll be a little happier. The truck will probably be a little happier, and I'll get some tape or something to keep this monitor here so I can, again, I need to be able to watch the RPM so I can know where to shift. But you know what, we're making improvements. We're, you know, figuring it out. I think we're gonna go back down to about a 22 psi launch next time, and we'll see where that lands us. Race day's over. That means old Farmer John hat here has to go away until the next time. I think this is just gonna be like my good luck hat. I don't know. We got it last time at the dyno event, and I'm just gonna keep it right here till next time. All right, guys, so we ended the night with one more run. Ended up doing a 12.490 at 110. You could see the 60 foot was lacking compared to the rest of the night. Actually, it was better than this run, but so you can see we just kind of got progressively slower through the night. We had a good run in the beginning, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with how the truck ran. It did great. It did everything I was looking for. I would have loved to see an 11-second pass, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, we'll get our one data log that I got done. We'll get it sent over to Dom, see what he thinks of that. And then we'll go ahead and do some maintenance on the truck, do some oil change, whatnot. But I'm super stoked with how the night turned out. If you do the weight to ET or trap speed calculators, that means the truck is making roughly 800 horsepower. Now, I know some people have their opinions about track time horsepower equations, you know, but regardless, we are well within the window of my goal of the truck, which was about 700 horsepower. And I think with some minor improvements, and remember guys, it was like 95 degrees all night long. I got to look at the logs and check intake air temps, but I know they were hot. So I have no doubts that with a little bit of tweaking, we can get the number down, get her into the 11s, and see what she can do. So I don't know if we're gonna get another track day with this truck, with this motor, at least this year. But you know, if we do, it'd be kind of fun to see if we can improve on these numbers in any way. But yeah, guys, again, I'm super stoked. This 700 platform that we're building here and we're kind of prototyping for our customers is doing awesome. What I'm going to do this next week is I'm actually going to try to drive normal in like tune 1 or 2 and actually track fuel economy. You know, to see, now we know that it performs well. We know that it's an awesome power, you know, awesome power setup, and it can do well on the track. You know, doing better than a lot of the Hellcats and whatnot there. But outside of that, you know, the second thing, and especially nowadays, is we need to make sure that this thing's actually fuel efficient, not just, you know, guzzling fuel, because it's great and all to make all kinds of horsepower, but if you're, you know, passing everything but a gas station, it's no fun, especially when diesel right now is $5-6 a gallon. So that's going to be kind of my next thing with the truck. As you guys can see, we had a good time. Gabe sent his truck, but he ended up, when he came home, or when he got back to the shop after the track, hopped in the truck, started right up, drove it home. She's fine. That's just 6.0 life for you, you know. If you're gonna do some cool stuff, you gotta expect to put some coolant in it. But no, in all honesty, we got some plans on that truck, and we'll probably have that going on in the next few months. So stay tuned for that one. Yeah, outside of that, you just seen the truck turn 200,000 miles. She's an old girl now, but she's got a lot of life left in her. She's not going to retire anytime soon. So, you know, it is what it is. Again, guys, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to stay up to date. We're in the shop. We're going to start working on the 6.0 motor today, so stay tuned for that video. If you guys haven't watched the intro to this motor build, go ahead, and I'm going to put the link down below, or it'll be at the end of this video. But either way, check it out, guys. Again, really appreciate you guys' support. You know, I've been starting to get comments and, you know, Instagram messages, TikTok, whatever. It's really awesome, guys. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. You can message me. You know, I'll try my best to get back to you. If you guys are in the Vegas area and you need any work done to your truck, give us a call, Sin City Diesel and Off-Road. My website's in the description down below. The Instagram, social media, everything's there. So again, guys, huge thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.